going to discuss few more theorems based on subgroups. First, show that a non-empty subset H. Show that a non-empty subset H of a group G is a subgroup of G if and only if AB inverse belongs to H for all A comma B belongs to H. Now coming to proof given. H is a non-empty subset of G. Here H is a non-empty subset of G and AB inverse belongs to H for all A comma B belongs to H. So first here A comma B belongs to H, that implies AB inverse belongs to H. Now let us assume B equals to A here. So here we are assuming B equals to A. So in the place of B, what we have to substitute? A. A into, so that implies A into A inverse belongs to H. Since A into A inverse equals to E, so that implies E belongs to H. Therefore E belongs to H. Now E belongs to H comma A belongs to H. So here we are multiplying here. So E into A inverse belongs to H. That implies E into A inverse means again. So that implies A inverse belongs to H. Next, E belongs to H comma B belongs to H. So similarly, that implies E into B inverse belongs to H. That implies E into B inverse means again B inverse belongs to H. So next, A belongs to H comma B belongs to H. So that implies AB inverse belongs to H. Here we are taking let B equals to B inverse. So that implies A into B inverse. Already here B is there. A into B inverse whole inverse which belongs to H. So A into B inverse whole inverse means B. That implies AB belongs to H. Therefore closure property is satisfied in H. So all these three conditions are satisfied. Therefore we can say that closure property is satisfied in H. Next here A comma B comma C belongs to H. So that implies if this ABC belongs to H means ABC should also belongs to G. So A comma B comma C belongs to G. So that implies A into BC equals to AB into C. That is all elements of H are in G. So associativity property satisfied. So we can say that it satisfied the associativity property. So hence H forms a group with the same operation in G. So hence we can say that H forms a group with the same operation in G. Therefore H is a subgroup of G. Therefore we can say that H is a subgroup of G. Now conversely, let us prove let H be a subgroup. So conversely, what we are proving here? Let H be a subgroup by closure property. If A comma B belongs to H, so that implies AB belongs to H. This is by closure property. Now by inverse property, A comma B belongs to H, so that implies A inverse belongs to H. As we are saying inverse, A inverse belongs to H comma B inverse belongs to H. Therefore, if A belongs to H, therefore A belongs to H comma B inverse belongs to H. That implies AB inverse. So that implies AB inverse belongs to H. Hence it is proved. Now next theorem, prove that a non-empty subset H of a group G is a subgroup of G if and only if first one, if and only if H is closed under the binary operation of G. So H should be closed under the binary operation G. Next, A inverse belongs to H for all A belongs to H. So coming to proof, what is given here? H is closed under binary operation of G. So here H is closed under binary operation of G and A inverse belongs to H for all A inverse belongs to H for all A belongs to H. Let B belongs to H. That implies B inverse belongs to H. Since here A belongs to H, so that implies A inverse belongs to H. Therefore A comma B inverse belongs to H. Since H is closed under the binary operation of G. Since we can say that H is closed under the binary operation of G. So that implies A inverse belongs to H for all A comma B belongs to H. Therefore H is a subgroup. So here AB inverse belongs to H for all A comma B belongs to H. So here H is a subgroup. Now conversely, let H is a subgroup. So by closure property, H is closed under Binary operation. Already we have discussed here by closure property. H is closed under binary operation. So now by inverse property, if A belongs to H, so that implies A inverse also belongs to H. Hence it is proved. Now next one, if H is a subgroup of a group G for A comma B belongs to G, let A similar to B if and only if. Here let A similar to B if and only if AB inverse belongs to G. Then show that similar is an equivalence relation on G. So coming to proof here, given G is a group and H is a subgroup. A similar to B if and only if. A similar to B if and only if AB inverse belongs to H for A comma B belongs to G. To show that similar is an equivalence relation on G, we have to satisfy the three properties. First, reflexive. A belongs to G, so that implies A into A inverse. If A belongs to G means A into A inverse belongs to H. Since H is a subgroup of G, so that implies A similar to A. Therefore, similar to is reflexive. So similar to is reflexive here. Next, symmetric. A comma B belongs to G and A similar to B. A comma B belongs to G and A similar to B. So that implies AB inverse belongs to H. So AB inverse belongs to H. AB inverse whole inverse belongs to H. That implies B inverse whole inverse into A inverse belongs to H. Implies B inverse whole inverse means B here. B into A inverse belongs to H. So that implies B is similar to A. So here B is similar to A. Therefore, similar to is symmetric. So this similar to is symmetric here. Next, coming to transitive, let A is similar to B and B is similar to C. So that implies B inverse into A belongs to H and C inverse into B. So here what we are taking here, A similar to B. So B inverse into A belongs to A. Next, B similar to C. So C inverse into B belongs to H. That implies C inverse into B inverse into A belongs to H. So here C inverse into B inverse A belongs to H. So that implies C inverse into B inverse common into A belongs to H. So that implies C inverse into B inverse means E here. E into A belongs to H implies C inverse A belongs to H. So that implies A is similar to C. Therefore, similar to is transitive. So since similar to is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, so similar to is an equivalence relation. Hence it is proved.